Well, I wanted to switch it to everyone's favorite doctor. Um, let me start with the good, which was I actually thought unbelievably it was a amazing scene when he was in the med lab with the Lou Malnati's
Pizza.
because that was just on a platter for him to be the dick that we all know and despise and really lay into them with a how dare you and highbrow it. And he didn't. And I was unbelievably impressed and thought if this Franklin had been in my life for the first season and a half, I would have an entirely different view of him. And then, of course, Franklin came in and did exactly what I thought he would do and said, "Oh, you have to have sex with this guy," and then made a bunch of inappropriate jokes. And I was like, "Oh, there he is." Just when I thought,
are friends.
Friends, yes.
My God, people.
Like we don't make inappropriate jokes.
Yeah.
Is it 22? Is it because it's 2023? I'm legitimately, and actually some of our commenters on YouTube have brought the same comment. Is it because we're just, more advanced 30 years later that we can't have conversations with women that are somewhat not professional?
It's not the end of the world. It is a bit of levity. I understand, again, they're friends, but it is a part of today's culture, right? Some things just don't age well. It happens, but it's also, I don't know, they also are coworkers, right? They also are, there's a professional level there that I don't know. To be honest, I'm probably nitpicking and just trying to hate on Franklin a little bit, but
again, I already said I'm probably a terrible boss, so I'll claim that. But my deputy director at one of my jobs, when I was the executive director for several years, we had me, male, hi, and her, female. We had a lot of conversations where it was like, probably I would go to HR, but we are friends. We knew we were having these conversations. We both consented to these conversations, and it usually was in good jest and usually with the whole team around so they could stare at us and go, what the hell is that? So it's, it just depends on the situation. I feel like we're beating up on Franklin because it's cool to beat up on Franklin now. Is what I feel.
Listen, I've been beating up on him from the beginning, and I have said multiple times, it's his attitude. This, like the comments and the creepy stuff, like whatever, but no. His character, his jackassery and holier than thou stuff, that's the issue I have. But I will have said my piece, and I'll move on from Franklin. Hate.
Nicole, who are you going to hate on?
Nobody. I actually laughed my ass off at that scene. I thought it was hilarious. I'm a big proponent of inappropriate humor. So for me, I was cracking up because like the look on her face, she was kind of like, I will kill you. Like, but she she thought it was funny. You know what I mean? Like it was a funny scene between two friends, making jokes and, here's the thing. Maybe I don't know. I'm as a woman, if one of my friends said that to me and I was in that position, I would laugh and I would zing him back. You know what I mean? But that's just me and that's my humor. So I get how maybe, okay, they work together. Okay, whatever. But like you have those people at your workplace or in general that, you can say raunchy stuff to and make bad jokes and inappropriate stuff. And then you have the people who you would never, ever say that stuff to, but you know who your people are basically. And I feel like they know that because if you think about it, both of their jobs are so heavy all the time. So the fact that they have a moment to be funny and make a joke, like, do I really think he would give her a roofie or give her some drugs to fuck this dude? No. But I mean, I can see why John thinks he's a smug little prick because sometimes he is, you know what I mean? So he's kind of like the guy you love to hate, I don't know. I like Franklin, but I might also be outnumbered here too. Like, yes, he is a creeper. He's done some things that are a little wrong, but overall, like, I don't mind him. Yeah, I didn't have a problem with that scene. I thought it was funny.
Kevin.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with Nicole more. I think we're picking on him a little too much. That scene, he's clearly trying to make her feel better and feel better about a bad situation. I mean, it's not a serious suggestion, at least not the first one with the paper bag. Maybe the second one, okay, I can inject you with something so that you'd be sick and can't do anything. That seemed more serious. But I laughed at that scene, and we gotta Franklin is written in a problematic way in a few instances, and I would be the first one to jump on that. But this episode is not one of those for me.
Justin.
So I have to be honest. I really don't think John hates Franklin all that much. And I'm going to say that because it's at right around the time that John had to hop off the Ivanova hate train, then he immediately crossed platform 69 and hopped on the Franklin hate train. So I really think this is just him changing trains in his ultimate journey, because I don't hate Franklin. I don't see really your point a whole lot in this, John, except just to hate on something for the sake of hating on someone. So we'll see who the character of the week is next week, but I think Franklin's an all right guy.
Someone finally said it out loud. It's great. John.
Jay, I think the next character is going to be Justin.